your hobby. Let's learn a little bit about me. I am a certified health coach. I'm certified through the Dr. Sears Health Coach Institute since 2017. I hold expertise as a master certified personal trainer. I specialize in weight management, sports nutrition, yoga, correctional exercise, and DNA-based fitness coaching. My passion lies in the body, in transformation, and optimizing gluteal health, because I certainly did it for myself. I learned it for me, okay? I wanted more room in my backside, so I didn't want to do no fat transfers. I wanted it, and I learned actually that, just a little tidbit, really working out your glutes actually helps you mitigate against weakness in the ankles, falls as we age. It's just so important to really develop your glutes. It's more than just having a nice shape, okay, guys? I love that, okay? So my journey from fertility challenges to a life fueled by lean principles. My most cherished role, though, is being a mama to my 3 no-girl babies and a devoted wife for 20 years to my husband, pictured here. This is my family. And I have these families despite all of the infertility issues that I've had. I'm a proud mom. I cherish every moment that I get from my babies. As a coach, I embrace Dr. Sears' lean principles. And today, we're going to explore the informative power of what it means to be lean. Okay? I help people who are tired of being unhealthy and sick. See, of course you're going to do this. Okay, back to my story. All right. So, as a coach, I embrace Dr. Sears' lean principles. And so, before diving in, I encourage you to think: what's your why? Like, why are you here? Like, what brought you to the classroom? And what drives your pursuit of a healthier life through mindful eating and wellness? Because that's where my coaching teach from. So now let's uncover the reasons why. I dropped a beautiful sheet on your desk. I dropped this on your desk. On the back of there, I really want you to think right now, really and seriously, why is it important? Yeah. Why is it important for you to be healthy?
So, you don't want me to actually write anything down, I'm just supposed to be thinking?
No, you can write it down over here, because this is your paper. There is an assignment associated with today's class for that. So on the back of it, you just write it. I welcome you to Thriving Wellness. Okay, so join my journey. Let's begin by sharing an inspiring health story. So I want you to share, even though we've already done this, your name, how many children you have. We did this, I told you, we kind of did it. And what your children's ages, and what do you hope to learn today? So I guess we didn't cover that part. So maybe we can go over that part. Right ahead, since you're the only student.
Yeah.
And Sammy's here, but she What is lean coaching? The acronym LEAN stands for lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. These are the 4 areas that make families healthier at any stage and age, okay, of life. So today we're going to cover, as you can see, traffic light eating. Okay, and then we might even get a chance to play a quick fun game. So this is typically covered in our first session with our families. It's my favorite game to play. I love playing with my kids at home. They recognize it every time I whip out the books associated and all that. So traffic light eating and portion control. What we'll cover is, typically in the session, is what your body needs, traffic light eating, the portion controlling, healthy eating habits, ways to get your family moving. Okay. So what does your body need, right? What your body needs. We need to start choosing the right types of fuels, and what does that look like? Growing bodies need healthy food for fuel. They need protein, carbohydrates, fat, vitamins, and minerals. Okay? This is what gets us moving. Okay? So this is like a picture of basically what happens inside of your body when you do healthy foods versus junk foods, okay? All right. When we choose the right fuel, or we go without the right types of fuel, we tend to feel tired, we feel unwell, and childhood obesity, if it's within children, and diabetes happens, right? These are the things that happen when we don't fuel our body with the right food. When we choose the right fuels, with the right fuel, as you know, the children grow up, their engines will be ready to go, right? Like we're giving them the right types of vegetables and proteins and the right types of carbohydrates. Because a lot of people are like, don't eat carbs. No, don't eat processed carbs. That's the problem, right? That's the thing that we want to mitigate. So really the three magic words around all of it is shaping young taste. Because if we start from when kids are younger, we give them a better chance of thriving, right? So this is the perfect time to teach your child healthy eating habits that will last their lifetime, right? So traffic light eating, I love it, my kids love it, and it really just dives into the whys behind we need to eat, why we need to eat certain foods. You know, I don't believe in the food pyramid. The food pyramid isn't for everyone because we remember like allergies, we all don't fit into certain things. But I like this way of thinking when it comes to eating because it really gives you a broader but focused view on what you should be eating more of in your diet, right? For instance, green light eating are your go foods. So automatically you're programming your brain, okay, these are the foods that are gonna make me go. What are foods that make me go? So they help you or your child to grow. Go foods are low in calories and high in nutrients, right? Kids can eat as many green light foods as they want. And this is a rule of thumb in my house. After 6 o'clock, if it's not a green light food, you don't eat it. That's it. It's a fruit or a vegetable. That's it. Or protein, but I don't want them eating too many processed anything past a certain time of the day because the body slows down and then it starts to store things as fat. So characteristics. Grown, not manufactured. This is what a green food looks like. Low in calories, high in nutrients, naturally colorful. You want to eat the rainbow, and usually can be eaten raw. Okay, so those are the foods you can eat whenever you want. Yellow light foods. These are your slow down foods. That's the pasta we're about to take part in right now. Okay, slow down foods. All right, they tell us to slow down. It's okay to eat every day in moderation, okay? Not pasta, unless you're gonna be losing some weight. I will talk about that, okay? It's okay to eat every day in moderation. More calories than green light foods, okay? And they have more fat and sugar than green light foods, okay? So these are the characteristics. They're a necessary part of a healthy diet. So you still need them, but they're not like, like the focal point. They provide different vitamins and minerals, this is why you eat them, and nutrients than GLFs, green light foods, okay? And they require moderation and portion control. Hence the reason why you can have the pasta every day, but how much pasta? This is about really still being able to live your life and enjoy the things you love, and learning how to eat within a good a portion size for you so that you still don't feel left out for yourself. I'm trying to get through this with fat, so this is that. Okay, so red light foods. What are red light foods? Those are our stack and thick foods. Okay, the things we like to eat, like the cheeseburgers, or the fried chicken, or French fries. Okay, things of that nature. We gotta stop and think about these foods. Okay, is this a want? Is this a need? Do I really need to have this in my, stomach right now, or am I just so hungry that I'm making a quick decision to choose this because it looks good, right? Okay, so you want to try to make another choice. Maybe not have the burger in the bun, maybe have it in a salad wrap if you're gonna have it, right? Or ask them to forego the bun instead of having it in the bun because you have so many calories going on here, right? But there are good components of a burger still, right? The worst component is the processed carbohydrate that it's wrapped in. So the characteristics, they're low in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, right? There's hardly any of that in this burger picture here. If we wrapped it in a green, then we'd have more fiber, and that's what would make this burger healthy, right? So they're high in calories. Oh, you betcha! Look at all that. We've got cheese and bacon and a burger patty and veggies, and all the goodness, right? All right. So they're often packaged, right, and or processed. These are the things that we just thought they're fast food. Again, you know, the things that we want to go to a drive-thru window and just pick up and eat quickly. Okay. They have artificial sweeteners, which is true for baked goods that are outside of your home. I believe if you don't bake it, you don't know what it is, more than likely there's a processed or a preservative in there that's going to cause you a health issue somewhere down the line. Okay? Then you have foods with fake fats. It does exist. Those are the things that actually turn on the markers for cancer in the body. And what's been prevailing nowadays as cancer is, intestinal. Like we've been getting a lot of my brain hurts talking about it because I had actually a friend of mine recently just passed away of colon
What's
cancer.
an example of a fake fact? What are the names that they go by?
Like I want to say like I can't believe it's not butters, but like those,
That's more about vegetable oil.
yeah, like those things.
Saturated.
The created butters and the created stuff, not the stuff that you actually get, because there's like the Kerrygold. Kerrygold is really good, but
It's expensive.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's better for you.
Right, because you get what you pay for.
Right, and ghee is another good source of fat. You know what I mean? So those are, it's really just more important to fixate and focus on what's better for you versus like, and then you don't want to keep avocado oil because it denatures it. It can turn it into a bad oil, so you just have to pay attention to these things when reading labels. So you want to eat real foods. Growing your own food means having delicious produce at your fingertips. I actually grow my own at home. I have a tower garden where I grow my own fruits and vegetables on it. All right, and then when you're growing and sprouting from perfect peas to gorgeous greens and healthy herbs, you'll easily transition to eating fresh, clean, great tasting produce. Like because I do this with my daughter, she enjoys picking it right off of the tower garden. I have to re-sprout. I always sprout around November, and I missed it this year. But yeah, that's the re-sprout. Sprouts are also a good way to add value and nutrition to simple meals like this burger. I make a vegan burger. I'm gonna add you to my group today because you showed up. So you get added to my coaching group, which I normally do charge because it's a part of, it's a part of the coaching thing. But I want people to get value as they come here, right? So in that coaching group, I have a picture every day, drop your food, but that's a burger that I made. It doesn't have a meat patty to it. What it has is mushroom, and it looks so savory. Sandy, you've seen it, right? Nice savory, yummy burger in there. It has red onions, it has a little spring mix on it, and has a homemade spread, made with organic herbs and all the things on there. My daughter loves it, I love it, that's our thing.
So it's a portobello mushroom. then.
Portobello mushroom. Yeah, and I grill it, it tastes so good. Really good. It's my favorite thing to eat. So, nutrition, how you eat is another piece of the lean, right? Prenatal supplements, they hold key nutrients, you know this. I don't even tell you. Okay, they preload the body with nutrients, right? Nutrient-dense food sources, supplements, and prenatal vitamins. I like real food sources for things, but if you really need to supplement. You know what I mean? So we were supposed to have this as our snack today, okay? It was supposed to be some hummus and pepitas and some yumminess, but because I had an emergency, we are having pasta. For our snack
Oh, yeah, this is fat-free, gluten-free, guilt-free pasta.
Well, you know what's funny is my husband's Lebanese, so I make hummus. Like on the
Oh,
regular.
how about that?
So it'd be nice to have pasta.
Yeah.
Like an olive pepperoni, that's
So
right.
look at that. So God wanted you not to have
It was
a
supposed
salad.
to be, it was meant to be.
See, this is true, this is true. But this is a good way to snack or even have a meal. You know this, I don't even need to explain it. But that's, this recipe can also be found in the group because I put it in for, anyone who's in the group to try new things. Right? So then it goes on to explaining how to do it. You okay? You know, our friend, I know, we have a friend. He wants to learn how to eat healthy too. So, all right. It's a medical breakthrough. All right, your body makes its own medicine. Did you know that? As a pharmacist, did you know that? Did you know that we have a pharmacy within our bodies located within the endothelium? So the endothelium is located in the blood vessels and it contains millions of microscopic medicine bottles, okay? I know, I feel like I'm explaining this to you. We all know this, right? All right, so your personal pharmacy is open 24 hours a day, okay? The endothelium is your personal internal pharmacy. That's right, we don't gotta go to college to learn about medicine. Our body does this automatically, okay? Does it automatically, on its own, okay? In fact, when we're sick, it's our body trying to do the things that it does. It's just trying to heal itself from what we're doing to it. So, I know, I just kind of blame you for your problems. It's just trying to heal itself from what you're doing to it. Or what your family's done to it for years of genetic disruption, right? So, this is what an open versus a closed pharmacy looks like, okay? This is how you get your pharmacy open, right? So your internal pharmacy is open when you have a healthy endothelium. These are the endothelium, these are the pill bottles, right? These are the pill bottles, and we have a healthy endothelium that releases, this is a superpower we have, nitric oxide. Dun, 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 we have it, okay? And this beautiful superpower only gets released when we are in motion, like we keep our bodies moving. It's very important. Those of us who suffer from from restless leg syndromes, and when we sit a lot, we do not have we have these little, I think it's capillaries. They need movement. We need to move our bodies so blood can flow through those capillaries. That's why it's important to exercise, especially if you're a person who has a desk job. Okay, so nitric oxide. Why do we need it? Why did God give it to us? Why do we have this magical superpower? It lowers those highs. That's why. High blood pressure, high cholesterol. Okay, and it raises the lows, right? Antidepressants. Okay, if you're depressed, you need to go run. Just go run. Have you ever gotten a runner's high? Anybody run here?
No, these girls don't.
All right. Well, I live, when I lift, because I do lift, when I lift, I get the same exhilaration that you get as a runner. It's just amazing. And it's like almost a second wind. It's just going to things, It's just amazing. You guys have to just, if you push past that limit, I'm not saying go do it without the right support, because you need water, you need nutrients, because then you'll collapse, because I've done that too. But if you do it right, with the right things, and you catch that, it's a feeling like no other. You're actually causing your body to do its job. It's doing its job, and I love it. So with antidepressants, you won't be depressed anymore. In fact, that's what I did after going through what I went through in 2021. Oh, Chantel's here. Can you open it for her? It relieves pain. If you are a sufferer of pain, Chantel, come over here. Chantel. It relieves pain. Yeah. It relieves pain after you work out. And believe it or not, right? We biology about the bursters between the knees and the joints and the things, the breasts and the breasts. They're not cushions. Our body's natural cushions. That's why it's important for relieving. It's okay, just take a seat. For relieving what we go through. Inversion helps with that as well. Welcome, welcome. How are you? I'm great.
No one take nobody's seat.
No, nobody has to.
It's so crowded.
It is. It's so full.
It is, you just can't see
I
it.
know, don't let Casper stop you, okay?
But look, I made enough for
For I
everybody.
know, you see, God talks to your heart.
It does, he always does, we're connected.
So, another reason why we want to move our bodies to create more nitric oxide is the anti-inflammatory things that we go through in our bodies, which I did touch on a little bit in the beginning of this. Everyone else missed, but right now I'm personally inflamed, but I'm actually less inflamed than I used to when I first started the journey. And then, regulating blood clotting and blood flow, which is actually very important. I mean, blood clots are how we can heal. It's our body's natural advantage. And it, it just does so much for our, bodies. So, this is what inflammation looks like in the body. You have Alzheimer's, heart disease and stroke, gut problems, cancer, arthritis, and diabetes. This is what a body on fire looks like. All right, being raised in a Haitian household, my grandmother used to say a lot, inflammation. And I was like, what is that? Like for me, inflammation, that word translates in English to me like a balloon. In my brain, inflammation, the word when she used it, I thought she was blowing up like a balloon because she would just take towels and wrap up her arm if there was a problem, take a leaf, put some oil on it, and wrap her up, and it would be like, I'm not in pain anymore because I did some backyard medicine and I'm okay. So for me, it was someone being blown up. Until I learned better. Inflammation is actually your body's alarm telling you that something is going on. So getting into the story with my mom really quick, she came back from a trip to Haiti and she took a picture, I have the pictures even to this day, where she has all this inflammation going all up and down her arm. And it was her lymph nodes on fire. I know that now. Didn't know that then, but I know it now. And she didn't get diagnosed until 2020. She was stage 4. And now I'm putting the little cogs and really making the little connections. She was always on fire. Sometimes we have to pay a little bit more attention to the signs because our body is speaking to us all the time. We have to be a little bit more intuitive about the alarms going on and for what, because it may not just be cancer. Arthritis, and diabetes, and Alzheimer's, these are all things that are leading up to something that we're doing in our diet. The markers are being turned on from something
Blood
we were
problems is a
doing.
big one.
Huh?
Blood problems is a big one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yes, and that's the second, if not the first brain in the body is our gut. Everything happens there, right? So, what is inflammation? I thought it was a balloon, I swear. The body's immune system is on fire, okay? So it can be pain in the gut, gastritis, right? Heart disease, right? And painful joints. So these are the areas where we tend to feel it most, but obviously it's from the other effects that are going on. So what causes it? What causes it? Inflammation. I'm not mad at the burger, the fried chicken, the french fries, and soda, but I'm just saying, like this, we weren't created to eat these things every single day. I mean, even biblically, I don't know, we can get on it right now. He said from the ground we were supposed to eat. We're supposed to till it as punishment, but that's the food we were supposed to eat, okay? Real food, not the man-made stuff that he created for us to eat. This is, okay? So poor diet yields sticky stuff. Okay? That's what this is all about here. Alright? So, like I just said, how do you mitigate all of that? You just eat things to help our heart. All the things are here. We just have to use them as they were created to be used. And they can taste good too. Just have to know what we're doing. Right? So no food chemistry. We're not allowing any food that was made up in a lab somewhere, or what they're trying to feed us now with that growing chicken in a vat. Did you guys ever hear that? Did you hear that? They're using cancer cells to do that. Cancer cells. Just saying, I'm probably going to go strict vegan now. Just saying, strict vegan, because I was. I'm not afraid of that. I was. Okay, it has to be from on the farm, right? Farm food. Okay, and swam in the ocean. There's another book that Dr. Sears wrote. I don't know if I have it here with me. It's one of my favorite books to read. It's based on, I don't have it here. It's based on, and I forgot the name. It's an orange book, and I'll remember it after. It's based on like fish, the fat from fish, and how important it is for us to actually have fish in our diet. For our brain health. So, what is lean? I've said it so many times, let's say it together. L is for lifestyle, how we live, right? E, exercise, how we move. A, attitude, how we think. And N, nutrition, how we eat. All these elements are important to all the things that we do. But more importantly than that, it's partnering with your doctor. I preach this to a fault. You don't want to go to the doctor and say, hey, dude, I'm feeling this kind of way. I just need you to write me a script. No, the doctor will write you the script. But a better steward of your health helps you being a better steward of your personal health by really paying attention to your body, noticing the clues, and really giving your doctor all the things that you've noticed actually helps your doctor help you through what it is that you're going through, because they're not with you 24/7. You're with you 24/7. So you don't want to say, what can I prescribe? No, you don't want that. Instead, what can I advise? This doctor's mindset around that, right? And then, you don't want to say, doctor, what can I take, right? You want to say, doctor, what can I do? What can I do, right? So by changing both your mindset and the mindset of your physician now, right? And that's basically what I did too a lot of in my own personal health journey. It was either as bittersweet or not. Some doctors don't really like it when you know a lot. But if you have a good doctor, they'll appreciate the fact that you're doing your due diligence and you're taking yourself accountable for the things that you are doing to you. So you become a partner with your doctor and managing your own health, and it becomes a win-win situation rather than a take, right? And I think that's the problem right now within our medical, the industry of medicine, is that a lot of doctors do go to school for notoriety and not really for the love of really wanting people to be healed and better. So healthy fats reduce inflammation. So you want to eat more of what now? Salmon, olive, walnuts, avocados. Okay, you want more of that for all the reasons why you shouldn't eat it. If you want to eat, I would say don't eat it at all, but eat less. Eat less of your pizzas, your fried chicken, your chips, and your donuts. Okay, we don't want any of this stuff. First of all, number one, it's all processed. It just is. So we want to stay away from all those processed things that we have in our body. We definitely want to move our body and exercise more. And this is why. Because movers, they much less risk of getting Alzheimer's, they improve their vision and eye health, they improve the gum health, healthier skin, stronger, healthier heart, gut health, and joint health, right? So these are the reasons why you want to move your body more. So your body does the things that it's supposed to, and it gets all the things that it's supposed to. So these are the types of movements that you can do, okay? You want to strength train, such as lifting weights. My favorite thing in the world, please don't be scared atmosphere of weights, we need it. One of the reasons why we want to lift and develop the glutes is as we age, we have a tendency of falling. And falls are, if not the number one reason why a lot of people lose their lives as they get older. It's a reason. Okay. Part 2, endurance, cardio exercises. That's not how we lose weight. Cardio does not make you lose weight. It does help your heart get strong. That is the only thing cardio is good for. If you do too much cardio, I worked in LA Fitness, I'm going to tell you this. You do too much cardio, your body will start to eat its muscle. People don't understand that the scale isn't your friend. What is your friend is a scale that tells you where you're losing weight. A scale that tells you how much fat you have on your body versus a scale telling you how much weight you've lost is better for you in your house if you're gonna have a scale. So measurements, drinking water and moving your body, lifting over running. Okay. Flexibility. Okay, we need to work on this, people. Stretching actually helps your joints release toxins. So you want to stretch your body, okay? I do host in the, or I have, I think back to hosting, the holidays has been getting a little crazy. But I do host at my home stretching sessions in the morning because I know that a lot of the programs that we do have here don't have that. So I want to help people really get the full effect of what it is that they're doing by stretching, because stretching is actually very important. If you do not stretch, you actually stand to injure yourself when you work out and doing any of the programs that we have here. Okay, so you do want to stretch. If not, with you, someone, yourself, or something, stretch. It's very important. Okay, and more importantly, develop a plan to get moving. Okay, physical activity is the primary way to increase. We just talked about it. Nitric oxide, we want to move our body because nitric oxide is how our bodies heal. The more nitric oxide is increased, the likelihood of healing happens naturally in the body. So make time each day to move, at least 20 minutes per day. You want 6 days a week. Keep it interesting with variety, right? I'm a person who is bored. I'm doing it bored. I'm like, let's do this, okay? And isometrics. So isometrics are basically static movements that you do because it's actually better for you to get motion out of movement rather than in repetition. Once you get the motion and the proper movement and directions, then you'll be able to execute it. Then you can deal with how many you're doing, okay? Because a lot of people just want to get through it. That's not how you grow muscle, and that's not how you grow strength. You need to know what you're doing, and that's the other thing that I focus on when we're stretching. We do lift weights at the house with me, and we do lift it with intention, because I want you to have mind-body connection. I want you to have the neurosomatic connections with your muscles, because it's real. Like you need to, just like when you're giving birth, like you want to have the connection, We're gonna do this, it's the same thing with every piece of your body. You control it, it starts here in your mind. Okay? All right, so here's the plan. You're gonna start low. I just said this, you're gonna start low and go slow. I hate bringing that to the table, but the reality is, it's a real thing. If you were a teenager who used to run track, and you decide to go run the same speed you used to 10 years ago, after not doing anything for 10 years, don't do that to yourself, because your body isn't the same. It has regressed. So you actually have to work baby steps towards what you used to do, okay? You want to choose to move, right? You want to keep it safe. Keeping it safe is actually going low and slow, okay? Make it fun! We play. So I have a weighted ball that we can catch with. Why? Because the one thing that adults stop doing is playing. We don't play as adults. So during that time together, we play. And we bounce the ball. So we engage core muscles, but we're also playing together. And you learn to have fun again, because it's important. Right? All right. So, steps to making your body a hobby. gotta make your own medicine. You gotta reduce inflammation, right? You gotta practice traffic light eating, which we discussed today already. You gotta partner with your doctor and implement a moving plan. Okay? Yes, we can talk about it really fast. Really fast, I'm so sorry. I need this back. So y'all are just gonna have to share it. I wanna copy it. I should have made copies actually. My bad. So this is what's in your food. When you were breaking down food labels on food, any food, you wanna look at your serving size. You wanna measure out the serving amount for you, okay? You don't eat too much of anything in the red zones, right? You don't want too much sugar, you don't want too much saturated trans fats, cholesterol, or sodium, right? You want to get lots of dietary fiber and proteins, okay? I love it when this number is high. That's a good thing, all right? That fiber in your gut helps promote a healthy immune system because it feeds all that good gut bacteria, all right? Keep your body healthy, all right? So I'm going to jump over to the nutritional facts, right? The first 5 ingredients is what's most abundant in your item that you're drinking or eating. So for instance, this is culture pasteurized, grade A, fat, milk, sugar, and strawberries. That's what this thing is mostly encompassed by, okay? So I wanted to touch that really quick before computer died. All right, so you want to start making better choices after reading those labels and healthy, clean, and healthy exchanges. This is actually a line that I do use at home. It's non-GMO foods, and it's a clean source right from the start, right? So it's non-GMO foods. It's really good to exchange with your food.
What's the brand?
It's Epicure. When you enter in the group, you'll be able to read up on it if you want. Okay, I have it in there. Okay. Food ingredients. Okay, so these are the things you want to look for. Short list, 10 or less. Good words like whole grain, etc. Words you can pronounce like high protein, high fiber, low sugar, low in trans fat. You also want to avoid high fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated and partially hydrogenated oils, trans fats, artificial color, artificial flavor, a long list of ingredients over 10, multiple names for sugar. I have a sugar list in the group, okay? There is a sugar list for all the different names of sugar. Sugar, fructose, sucrose, lactose, MSG, hydrolyzed vegetable oil, protein, and sodium, and K-state. Okay? Those are the things you want to think of. Trying to get over it. All right. So here's what happens to your neurotransmitters when we introduce good foods versus. So what happens is you're in every. See, I love what I'm talking about. Okay, so you know this is a dendrite, right? It comes out to like all these finger legs, and there's like these little keyholes and all the things. So what happens is that when we have something bad. It goes into the little port. It goes into the little holes, right? Something bad, right? It fills it temporarily, and then what happens? It goes out quick, it fills out, and we need another hit, right? Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing as being in an addictive state to a narcotic or something like that. But if we put the right things, let's just right thing, we put the right things into our body, it'll sustain us a lot longer. Our brain will do what it needs to do, and then everything will be okay, and then we'll get into another wave, and it won't be as dramatic. So there is more to this, but that's basically what traffic light eating is. And of course, you like to go out, but I'm gonna.
Keeping it short is fine.
Yeah, that's.
Well, that's all it is.
I know. It's fine. So, like I was explaining, I also earlier, I created meal plans using your genetic information. This actually is a meal plan created for me because this is my genes. This is all the foods that I'm supposed to eat. It also gives you the breakdowns and the macros and stuff. If you guys want to look at it or whatever. This is also in the group. If you're not already in it, I will have you, you've seen this right there. This is like my meal plan, like what it breaks down the menu and all the things that I would eat in a day. It also breaks down like the grams and all the things that I need to eat personally. I teach 3 different classes. One of those are broken down into 3 classes. The first one is for families, which you have a pamphlet in front of you. The second one is for pregnancy, which is broken down into 3 classes. So if you're a woman who's in post, or if you are in a natal phase, like you are pregnant, then I teach those 3 courses, and then you have your adults course, which is where you learn all the science stuff that I talked about today in a more intricate way. That class is actually only 4 weeks, and I host them. It will be hosted here in the clubhouse once a week. So all of these classes are hosted once a week. All of them, we get 6 one-on-one sessions with me, all of the classes. And then we go through, using that, we would go through your pantry. And we do, for one of the sessions that are private one-on-one sessions, we would also go and use your report, and we would break that down. So the first session, before the first session starts, our one-on-one session, we would have already have submitted, and that first session gets scheduled once I receive that report. And then that way we compare the report and all the things out to you. The second session is when we go through your pantry, and we throw away the things that you shouldn't be eating, and we utilize your report to buy the things that you should be eating and be having in your pantry. And that's how that works. And then your third session, we actually now go through your workout plan. And we look, and I onboard you for that, and then we go through, and then your last 2 sessions we're working out, we're eating the way we're supposed to, and that's basically how that works. So if you want more information on those programs, I can definitely get that out to you. I did have it here, but my computer wants to act silly. But that's basically it in a nutshell. Do you guys have any questions about any of the information that I covered today? Did you enjoy class? We're gonna eat right now anyway. But did you enjoy class?
I had a question about the light mayo that I was talking about, for the skinny potato salad.
Oh, my skinny potato salad was
Yeah.
suggesting for me.
So, there, yeah, so the skinny egg salad.
Yeah.
So it says, light mayonnaise, so what is in that? Because I know you can get mayonnaise made from avocado oil,
Yeah.
but usually when it's light, that means that they remove fat. To do that, isn't it a
A
chemical process?
fake, yeah.
Yeah.
So then
What is
you
that?
can make it whatever you want.
But,
You don't have to follow. This
but then you
isn't,
make it though, so right, so you make it with the light mayo.
you can make it like, you can follow this to a T, or you can turn it into what you want.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, because everybody kind of has to,
Yeah.
what works for them. It's just that
I see what you mean about the light meal, because then
it would have to be.
it's not as nutritious or as wholesome.
Right.
right.
But could you just use more Greek yogurt?
Yeah, why not? Why not? I actually did that
I
last
did
class.
that last time.
So last class, on purpose, for that reason, you just said that, I made the salad 2 ways. I made it at home, and then I brought some of the ingredients here for all of us to use. I didn't even use chicken. What I used was turkey, because it was just after Thanksgiving that I had cooked, and I brought it for whoever didn't bring their own turkey for, whatever, because, I thought, some people would have had leftovers. Apparently not. So I was like, so I brought it in, and I made some using Greek yogurt. So this is what I mean by utilizing, and this is why I do have these one-on-ones that we're gonna go in and do things, because I'm gonna go to your house, and we're gonna cook things, and we're gonna sub out some of the things, utilizing your specific shopping list. And then what it says and what you can't have, and that's why I like to know what your doctor says and what's going on with you, because you may not have mayonnaise at all.
My husband and I actually did keto for about 2 years, and we love the results, but it's so expensive.
Okay.
And with keto, it's all about, not all about, but a large portion is about the fats, you know, and trying to build the good fats, but it was such a large portion of fat. So we would have the app on our phone, and you were trying to get certain markers, every day, and it was tough to get as much fat as they were telling us.
Yeah.
That's why when I saw Light Mayo, I was like, oh, that's interesting, because everything else, and you know, the non-fat recovery, because with keto, it's all about the fats.
Yeah.
Not all about, you know what I mean?
No, it's a high protein, very low carb
Yeah.
way of eating.
Yes.
So, okay, so I'm aligned also with several products, and one of the products happens to be a keto-based product that puts you into ketosis, which I love, because then you don't have to stress about what you're stressing about, the whole, I gotta eat all this fat and drink how much oil. Yeah,
There's
it
a lot
is.
of brain power.
It is.
Yeah. But I mean, it was really good in a lot of ways. It became a label reader for sure.
You have to be,
It has to be.
because you have to calculate the macros using the labels. And that's why I fell in love with the product that I drink now, because it puts you into ketosis right after. So you don't have to work the whole 12 to 14 days to getting into ketosis. And then all you do is follow the meal plan. And even if you eat carbs, you can still stay in ketosis, because it doesn't allow your body to hold the carbohydrates and store it. So I dropped 56 pounds of fat with the product and followed all the things. Like I followed a vegan keto meal plan when I
That's the
first
part
started.
that confused me, because I thought you couldn't get into ketosis if you eating carbs.
It kicks you out of ketosis if you eat carbohydrates. However, the way the product works that I'm talking about is that it keeps you in ketosis by utilizing the fuel, the sugar fuel, and pushing it out of your body before your body can actually utilize it and store it. So that's what it does. It's not a fat blocker, but what it happens is that it actually causes your body to utilize it fast, so it pushes it out so you don't store it as fat. And then it continuously allows you to utilize stored fat in the functions that you needed. So you still experience the benefits of being in ketosis. Like fat loss isn't really the benefit, because as we know, the ketogenic diet was not developed for fat loss. Fat loss is like a secondary byproduct of actually being in ketosis. The reason why keto diet was developed was for children who suffered from epilepsy.
How does that work with being
How
how do you do vegan?
was a parent.
Because so much of it,
Yeah.
your protein comes from meat. because-
Fat. The fat, avocado. So I have the meal plans in the group as well for vegan keto. I love the meal plan. It's so yummy.
I never even heard of vegan keto.
Yeah, you can do vegan keto. It's fat based. So not all fats have to be. You have coconut oil.
Right?
You have avocado, you have nuts, you have hemp seeds. There's ways for you to get the good fats that you need for your body to be healthy. You eat lots of rich greens. I ate spaghetti squash, and I would turn that. I would use the tofu. I would make a tofu scramble, because that has protein. Okay? You just have to know how to season things.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I tried the tofu, just not a fan.
You just have to know how to season things, that's all. It does take some time but you have to also remember, or you don't know, right? Between my daughter and my son, I actually did go vegan. Like my first child, that's why he has a problem. Like all he wants to eat is fruits and vegetables, and he's the pickiest eater on the planet. But it is what it is, right? So, and I'm happy because he makes good choices for the most part, but he does like, if I don't have the good choices available, he screams for the other choices, and it's a problem sometimes. So, but it is what it is, you know, as long as I have the carrots and the fruits in the house, he eats them, and that makes me happy, you know. He even has yogurt, like real yogurt, like he'll eat yogurt and be happy with it, you know.
Do you
And
make your own yogurt?
no, not yet. I haven't really ventured into that avenue just yet. I really haven't, so I can't even say that. So I still do mainly start with store-bought with some of the yogurts that are around. I eat mostly, you know, I love the Elizabeth mix the grains that they have. I normally do the banana. Banana one's my favorite. And then I'll put it with the vanilla, Silk has a vanilla, what is it, yogurt. I do that. That's normally like my snack. Like when I have my fridge, when my fridge is ready and all the things. I love quinoa. Quinoa is a really good grain. Lots of fiber and protein. Some people mix it with rice. I prefer to have it straight. I'll cut up and I'll make a nice little salad with it. I'm actually thinking about making that for my menu in January because I don't know if y'all know, I started cooking and serving food, but it's with the intention of having healthy availability for the community. So on the menu, I'm really going to have some quinoa, some tomatoes, some feta. It's going to be real good. really good food. I'm really excited about it. And I used to make this Mediterranean chicken wrap with tomatoes and a yogurt, some bread on it. You can also do hummus, some chives and some tomatoes and all. I'm a foodie. I love food and I love good food. So I'll never serve bad food. it's just not in me. But I also want people to understand that you can eat good and have the same sparks that you do when you have the things you love with healthy, clean foods and better choices. So, yeah, but we do that, and I'll show you how to meal plan the things that you get. That's pretty cool. So who's hungry? Who wants to eat? Do we have to warm this up? Can we intrude on their?
We can, it's,
Can we just eat it cold?
it's room temperature.
Do you guys want to eat it cold pasta? Look at. Is it pasta? It's pasta.
Now, I have a question about your menu. How did that?
Let me check
How was
if
that?
they already started, otherwise,
These?
I'm gonna use the microwave.
Okay.
We need to bring our own
You
microwave.
said that's based on your DNA.
Yes, that's my genetics that it was created. I think you're already in the group. So in the group, it actually has my full report. So I'm so transparent. I'm so transparent. So it has all my genetic information there. It has all my genetic information. So what I would do is a less of a portion depends for what this plate is. What I would do is a portion like this and then a whole bunch of salad with it. Okay, that's what I would consider a good, portion for me.
So I'm tired now, but just towards the end of when I was getting ready to leave, we had some young blood come in. So we had some new doctors that had been residents, did their residency there in the hospital at a time. So they got friendly, with the doctors, the nurses, the registered dietitians. And we had this young guy, super smart, and he decided to see if the administration would go for having him do rounds with the pharmacist and with the registered dietitian. So when he came into the room to do rounds with his patients, he would introduce the pharmacist and the registered dietitian, and then he'd explain to him that the goal was to work in tandem, like you were saying. It's not about just writing a script, here you go, let me write the discharge papers, you're out the door, hope not to see you again.
Right.
But instead it was like, sir, if you could lose just a few pounds, like 10% of your body weight, it would change everything for you.
Right.
Your blood pressure would come down, your cholesterol would look.
Right.
Your knees that are hurting, for every pound that you lose, it takes 4 pounds of pressure off your knees.
Yeah.
Problem was, patients didn't want to hear it.
Of course.
They're just like, give me the script, I want to go home, discharge now. So this guy who had the best intentions, and everybody was like, yes, that sounds amazing, let's do that.
Right.
Fell to the wayside. Patients weren't interested.
That's just terrible. Look.
It was very disheartening. And this guy was like on cloud nine, he's gonna implement this program, it's gonna change people's lives. And you just saw him get so deflated. It was was like, this is not what I signed up for. I wanna help people, but some people don't wanna be helped.
It's true.
It was very sad.
It's true. But then you have a lot of sick people that are sick. They're still saying that. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to use all the resources that you find in the group. I'm your coach, Angie B.